Ocean views are overrated.
Wow, hold on there. What is this guy talking about? Most people think an ocean view is just a nice to have, but here's the reality. An ocean view could add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your home's value. But how much is it really worth in White Rock, BC? You might be surprised, and it's probably not what you think. My name's Darren, a realtor here in Surrey and White Rock, and my team has sold homes with and without ocean views for years. We're here in White Rock, and if you're buying or selling in White Rock, understanding how much ocean views impact values could mean the difference between making money, or if you're buying, you certainly don't want to overpay, giving a hefty premium to a sneaky home seller. But what if you're selling? Well, you want to make sure you get every dollar and hopefully more for your home. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what an ocean view is worth, the premium ocean views go for in White Rock, which I know will surprise you, and you're going to know how to relate that to a home you may either own or that you might buy in the city.
All right, so this all started with a question. Just what are ocean views worth? And I did all the things that you might normally do as well. I Googled it to try and see if there was studies or if there had been any research done on this topic. And well, the information, not only was it a little difficult to find, but it was a little difficult to really understand and confirm that it was actually accurate. It's also a little ambiguous. You know, it's kind of like asking somebody, do you find me pretty or do you find me handsome? You know, it's in the eyes of the beholder, and everybody's gonna find an ocean view worth different amounts of money to them. The other challenge with trying to put a price on views also comes from, well, what type of view is it and what is it of? As an example, is it a completely unobstructed ocean view, or is it a view of Mount Baker through your kitchen window? Is it partial? Is it full? Or is it what sometimes in the cheeky world of real estate we call a peekaboo view? The kind where you have to stand on a milk crate, lean over the balcony just to see Semiahmoo Bay. A landmark study done in the Journal of Real Estate Finance and Economics found that unobstructed ocean views can add as much as 58.9% to a home's value. Even partial views can add anywhere from 8% to 30% depending on quality. Wait. Over 58% added to the value of a property from having an unobstructed ocean view? Well, hold on, there's more to this study. Interestingly enough, this study was also done in Bellingham, Washington, very close to where White Rock is. And of course, like White Rock, it has homes close to the water with unobstructed ocean views, valued up to 68% higher than those that were further away or with obstructed views. Now imagine the impact in White Rock, where the view includes iconic landmarks like the pier and Semiahmoo Bay. In White Rock, where the proximity to the Pacific Ocean and Semiahmoo Bay really helps define the lifestyle of being a White Rock resident, I was curious if these numbers could be even higher. All right, so those are some pretty big numbers, right? 58%, 68%, added to the value of a home from just having an unobstructed ocean view. I had to dig in and find out if these were even close to accurate. Let's see if there's some truth behind these numbers and see what they look like in terms of White Rock. You might be asking, why White Rock? In fact, the lower mainland in British Columbia has tons of places right on the ocean with complete unobstructed ocean views. But White Rock isn't just any coastal town. It's a place where ocean views are woven into the community's identity. With an ocean view being so substantial to what the fabric of living in White Rock is, it's important that we identify why an ocean view is important when you're buying a home, whether it's in the lower mainland or in White Rock. Think of an ocean view like a luxury brand logo. It could be the difference, as an example, between a Rolex watch and a standard watch. Functionally, they do the same thing, but perception and prestige can change the price. And in White Rock, the scarcity of homes with sweeping ocean views can create a bidding war mentality. People aren't just buying a house, they're buying a dream. These people are literally buying their trophy properties on the hillside overlooking Semiahmoo Bay. So we're gonna break this down with some real life examples. Some examples of homes that just recently were sold in White Rock that had unbelievable views. And for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna let you know that these properties were pretty spectacular inside. They were relatively modern, redone. They're all gonna be of different ages, but they looked really, really nice. And to protect the privacy of the seller, we're not gonna include interior shots of their actual properties. However, we're gonna show you exactly what the views would have looked like from their balconies and, as you can imagine, their living rooms, kitchens, etc. For examples, we're gonna use homes on Buena Vista Avenue in White Rock, Beachview Avenue in White Rock, and Oxenham Avenue in White Rock. These are all pretty spectacular, very hilly streets that have incredible views from the properties. And we're gonna compare those to similar homes in the area of South Surrey, a very nice comparable neighborhood in terms of amenities and pricing, but these homes, well, they have no views, but they do have similar characteristics. So for our first home, we find ourselves on Buena Vista Avenue around the 148 block. This is a 1990 built home on a 4,300 square foot lot with a home size that's just over 4,100 square feet. And we're going to be comparing this to similar homes, one at the 150 block area on Semi-Amu Place and another on the 3,600 block of 155 Street in Morgan Creek. We got out the trusty drone for this video, and this is what the view would look like from this particular property on Buena Vista Avenue. In comparing the sale prices of these three properties, the one on Buena Vista at $2,450,000, when averaged out, the home on Buena Vista sold for a premium of $687,500, or a premium of just over 39%. 39%. So that's not 58% or 68% like the study had said previously, but that's still a monstrous premium of almost 40% on a property. Now, that's only one example of that, and I've got two more for you. So let's go check out the view from the next one. This property is located at the 150 block area of Beachview Avenue. This is a 2002 built home with a 4,100 square foot lot that has a square footage of just over 3,300 square feet. And for the purposes of comparison, we're going to compare it to a home at the 3,600 block on 155 Street in Morgan Creek, as well as another home at 15400 block on 35A Avenue in Rosemary Heights, both incredibly beautiful neighborhoods. Now, the home on Beachview Avenue sold for $2,479,000, a massive, massive price tag. But how did this compare to the other two properties in the Morgan Creek and Rosemary Heights area? Well, Beachview Avenue sold for a premium of $596,000, or 31.66%. All right, so we're kind of 2 for 2 here. We've got one that is just over 31% higher, and we've got one that is 39% higher when you have an ocean view. Those are pretty huge premiums, but just to be safe, I wanted to include one more in this video. This is the view from a property at the 14700 block on Oxenham Avenue. You can see it's quite incredible and almost completely unobstructed. This is coming from a home built in 1991 on a just shy of 4,000 square foot lot with a floor plan size of 3,900 square feet. Now, while finding a comparison for this one was a little more difficult, I did find one actually in White Rock at the 900 block of Kent Street, where the streets run north-south. Therefore, the properties don't quite have the same views, if at all, as some of these other properties where the streets run east to west. This property on Kent Street was a perfect comparable for this purpose. The property on Oxenham sold for $2,250,000. Well, the property on Kent sold for $1,745,000. This is a premium of $505,000, or 28.93%. That's incredible. We have a range of 29 to 39% of a premium for ocean view properties in White Rock. Not quite what the study that we had originally referenced suggested, but still pretty impressive. And I think it goes without saying that naturally, if any of these properties were beachfront, like right on the water, all ocean views are created equal. Homes with full unobstructed ocean views see the highest premiums, but partial views or those with significant obstructions, well, they might not be quite worth the hype. As real estate economist Earl Benson said, the value of a view is inversely proportional to its distance from the water. And in White Rock, every foot closer to the water could mean thousands more in value. If you live in White Rock and you're curious what your home's value might be, there's a link below where you can reach out to me and my team, and we'd be happy to let you know what it might be worth. Or maybe you're considering buying a home in White Rock and you're looking at buying a home with an ocean view. Well, in that case, if you're not ready to reach out, you can also download our Moving to South Surrey White Rock guide, which is packed with everything you would ever want to know about relocating to the area, the places that the locals frequent, and in fact, discounts with local suppliers, so when you do come visit, you can even save a little bit of money. You can find that ready to download in the description below of this video. So this was all really interesting to me. If your home has an ocean view, it's obviously critical to make sure that your home is marketed properly and marketed right. Even you can see the variations in terms of what the premiums go for when your home has an unobstructed ocean view. Not marketing a home properly, especially one with an ocean view, can leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. Another takeaway is if you're a home buyer, well, you don't want to get caught holding the bag, completely overpaying for a home that has an ocean view that maybe is not as substantial as some of the other ones that are on the hillside. A real estate professional can help you identify exactly what that view is worth, so you make sure you're getting a fair value for it. Now, another thought is you also want to consider working with a real estate professional who knows the area and knows these properties well. And what's the reason why? You don't want to overpay for a so-called view that may lose its premium over time. And how could a home lose its premium over time? Well, imagine like so many people in White Rock who bought beautiful view properties only to learn that there was a home going up in front of them, or maybe a condominium, which in fact happened to a ton of people in White Rock who bought in some of the newer high-rise condominiums with beautiful ocean views, only to find out that there was another high-rise condominium going up right in front of them. Well, you don't want to lose that value if that's something you pay for initially. If you're curious how this could even happen and you want to avoid it happening to you, well, you should check out this video coming up next, because it's all about some of the major changes that are coming to a community near you, ones that you do not want to miss, because it could be the difference between losing your ocean view or keeping it and continuing to have your home hold its equity with that beautiful view of Semiahmoo Bay. I'll see you over on the next video. Cheers.